Alright, here I am. It's Wednesday night doing a special video update. Just when you think things are getting quiet, we have another storm threatening the horizon, and this one could be a big one, guys. Now, that does not mean that I could say everybody's getting snow here, because that's far from a certainty. What I'm talking about is just on a large scale, a big storm system to affect the eastern third of the country early next week. I mean, the upper air setup is very impressive, but one thing we don't have is a lot of cold air in place, which worries me a little bit for people who love snow, especially along the coastal plain and even just off the coastal plain. But a lot going on. Let's get right to it. I'm actually choosing a Japanese model here, partially due because I like what it looks like, and I think it resembles the European pretty closely too, and I can't really show the European because of copyright issues. I only could see it for myself. So let's start off here. This is the pattern currently. This weekend we got our first little short wave here. This is called a short wave. There's a little disturbance in the jet stream. And it's going to come through and cause rain to come into the area on Sunday. Now, here's where all the model spread begins, okay? You have this piece in the front. You have a little northern disturbance up here. And you have another big subtropical disturbance here. So there's a lot of energy on the field here. Let's go ahead 24 more hours, okay? This is giving our area rain. And look at this. This is now combining with this. So let's go back a frame. Watch your two disturbances die. Now, the key to this whole thing is how much Arctic air can get mixed in here. So we want to see how this disturbance here digs down. The more it digs, the more cold air it's going to bring to the equation. If you look here at the cold air, you could see marginal at best. So everything below that blue line is not cold enough for snow. So what happens is we need to develop a storm that has enough power to pull the cold air down. Okay, so by the time we get to Monday, the Japanese model's saying, okay, we're developing a storm system just offshore from Sunday's storm, and then right behind it, these two pieces dive down, and you have another big coastal storm right on the eastern seaboard. And the interesting thing about this is that there's blocking, meaning not a North Atlantic oscillation blocking, but we have a big area of high pressure to the north. You can actually see it right here. I mean, when I see a setup like this, I get very excited because a storm forms and it can't just plow through high pressure. The high pressure resists the storm, so you have a storm that develops all of this energy here, okay? All these pieces slow down and collapse on each other, and what you end up with is a very big storm along the eastern seaboard. You can see everything consolidating here, and we have a big storm. Let's go forward to JMA. You can see it's a prolonged storm, and somebody's going to get hammered with this, guys. I don't know who, but somebody, I think, could see well over a foot of snow with this system next week, and this thing could be a 72-hour event. So a lot of details need to be ironed out. Here's the Canadian model showing that the storm coming into the warm air, so it causes rain at first, then it pulls that cold air in. So that's a pretty believable scenario. A storm like this could pull cold air down, but again, it's just a matter of how much does this dig down and bring in that Arctic air, because if this digs, okay, it brings all this blue down with it, and when that blue comes down with it, all the cold air funnels into the storm, and you'll see a storm a little further offshore, and everybody's happy, everybody get snow. But this is, I can't emphasize enough how excited I am over this setup next week. Just for the, again, I'll say it again, the mere factor of how just we have a potential large storm just closing off and getting trapped underneath a big surface high. And here's just for some fun. Here's a Canadian model snowfall printout. You can see it has over 2 feet of snow in Connecticut and has a good amount of snow here in North Jersey. This is going to shift around all over the place. So I just wanted to show that just to have a little fun. I can actually show you real quick. This is a version of the European model I can show you. I don't know what's going to come up. I don't want to take up too much time here, but real quick, this will come up now. So I'm going to pull this off like this and show you this. So this is a version I can show you. So I'll pull it up right now. And you can see here the European model, what it does, it's pretty wild. It develops a storm system on Monday. Sunday night to Monday starts as rain. Okay, then it brings the cold air in, so it's snow. And then right behind it develops a second storm for Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know if that's really going to happen. I think all this energy consolidates into one bigger system. But a lot to follow the next few days, guys. We'll see what snow maps are real, but right here is key. And again, all these different pieces of energy on the field really get me excited. It's a split flow. Models have a horrible time handling this, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these and see how this pans out. But I think a big storm's definitely coming. Thanks for checking in. More tomorrow.